Hello everyone, good day, good morning or good midday. My name is Zoibu, your favorite mixed media artist from the Netherlands, and today I will show you some inks from Colorverse. I already swatched quite a few. Actually, I do not know if I swatched them here on YouTube, but I got a bunch more and today I will basically show them all to you. I got this from Taunus Inks. He is based in Germany, and what happened was I also got the opportunity to swatch some of his inks, but he also sold these. So I look forward to showing those all to you. Basically what happened was I got one of his inks at the Dutch Pen Show. That one unfortunately broke. And I was like, oh, can I get some more? Do you have some more in your warehouse? Can I maybe try to get some more to try out? And he said, yeah, sure, of course. And then we started talking. And then I could try some of his own inks. So that's a little bit background story about that. I also got 2 extra inks as a little gift. And those are the 2 that we will swatch later. These are slightly different bottles. I actually got 2 of this range already. Let me show them to you. Do you also like the sound of crinkly paper? Or not? An accidental whole swatch of my booklet. Let me check where it is. I believe it's somewhere at the beginning. Here. I also have the Colorverse Brunch Date and Walk the Dog. And these are from the same range. So I could probably swatch them here, but I will probably swatch them with the other Colorverse inks. So yeah, let's get started. I got 1 pigment ink and I'll probably leave that one for last. So we will start with, let me check, I think the greens, because I love myself a good green. Since I'm left-handed, I probably start at the right side, so I avoid smudging. I have 14 colors today, so it will fit on here, basically. If you've never seen these Colorverse boxes, these are the Colorverse, let me check, Colorize Your Universe. And there are a few different sets. Some of them have already been opened because I needed to check if any of the bottles broke, and they did not, fortunately. You get a bunch of extra things to basically keep in charge of all the colors you have. This one is from the Astrophysics line. And you can see all the colors that are in here. I think it's pretty nice to see. If you're wondering what is that on my thumb, I did some canoeing with my work, and yeah, I went a little bit too hard, basically. So it hurts. It doesn't really hurt that much right now. It's still healing. But yeah, I'm just letting it get better on its own. For this one is the Sea of Tranquility. You get a small little bottle of 50 milliliters, and you'll get a big bottle of 65 milliliters. For today, because these are exactly the same color, I will just swatch with the smaller bottle. We also have boxes with 2 different colors, like this one, antimatter and matter, and I will of course swatch both of them. But for this one, only one will do because it's 1 green color. So let's start. What I'll be using for today is a Kakimori brass nib. I also have a microfiber cloth next to me, and that will make it a lot easier, and of course a little jar of water. Let's start with the first color, the Sea of Tranquility. Colorverse Sea of Tranquility. Tranquility. It barely fits, but I got it on the paper. This is a stunning green. I like that. I like it a lot. Here you go. Then I will kind of dab it dry, get a little bit of water, and make it move a little bit. For this specific kind of swatch, I kind of have to move quickly otherwise it will already be dried up. I'm excited to see how this will dry. It already looks like there's a little bit of brown in there, but we will see how much of that will stay once it is all dried up. So that's the first color. I will close the box in. Yeah, you will not see me closing the box, but you better believe that I'm doing it next to the microphone. That's what you hear. That's what you hear me doing. And on to the next one. This one has a two kind of green colors: Dust Storm and Valles Marineris. And again with the same two bottles. This one was from the Red Planet Season 5. I will not do them all based on the season. I will just do them based on color. So this time it's the green two colors that I will swatch. We will start with the more lighter color and then I will go into this more brownish color, yellowish color. So let's start. I do really like these bottle shapes. They look so cool. I haven't figured out an exact way of displaying these, so I look forward getting a better view of them or a better look. Colorverse. And this is called Dust Storm. Dust Storm. Quite a readable yellow. I thought it would be more chartreuse, more neonish yellow. But this is nice, a little bit muted, just like the name, dust, sand, kind of yellow. I really enjoy using the Kakimori nib for this kind of thing. No! Oh, it was on my hand. It isn't the Zoibu video if I don't do this. There you go. You see that spot? Damn. But that just happens. For the next one, we have Valles Marineris. Let's see how this one will look in swatching. If you're wondering what kind of paper I use the MD paper. Ooh, I like this. Yellowish brown. Colorverse. Oh, two L's. Valles Marineris. There we go. I don't have a little space here. Or space left, basically. I like this. This is a cool color. I do like a good readable brown. I'm dapping my brush a little bit so it's a bit more cleaned up. And then I will get some water to move it all around. Keep in mind, swatching is for everyone a little bit different. For me, this is the way that I like to do this, because I also sometimes paint with inks. And this gives me a really great view as what to expect of these specific colors. Okay, that is that box. On to the next. Let me see. I have a green, a gray, brown on brown. I can do a brown one. This is the original color that got broken at the Dutch pen show. This is what called Hubble Zoom. This is the same one with two of the same bottles in one packaging. So what I will do is I will just get a smaller bottle to test today. Looks like this. Oh, so cute. None of these colors have shimmer, by the way. These are all just standard colors. Zoom. There we go. I really enjoy using these with the brass nib, because these behave really well. Sometimes you have ink that doesn't really want to work with a specific nib, or the consistency is just not what I enjoy. This works well. Really, really easy. This is more of a reddish brown, or at least that's what I see in this specific light. But I'm excited to see what it will dry down to. Maybe it will really change color. There we go. Can you see that this also gets a little bit of green now? I really like that. It gives it a little bit more of a personality, I think. Okay, this is the Hubble Zoom. We will close it up again, and we'll get on to the next color. If you're wondering what color is coming up next, sorry, I'm closing the box as we speak. What color is coming next? There we go. Just look at the I don't even know what it's called. You know what? Never mind what I was trying to say. I do not know. Basically, I have timestamps in the video, so you can just move around. I feel like that would be easier, because sometimes I can be really not clumsy, or maybe it is clumsiness. It can take a while before I open each box, so... Again, with this one has only one color in the box, so I will only swatch the smaller one. Am I correct? Yeah. Only see Europe. Look at these little details. Look at them. So cute. Okay. Let's see how this one looks. It reminds me of a Bordeaux kind of color. But let's see if that's actually the one that it will be shown up. Oh, this is interesting. Ooh. See Europa. There we go. It looks like a very nice pink. More an earthy pink, like a terracotta. And now I notice that you cannot see it. Here we go. You can see it now. Okay, do the swirl. There we go. Sometimes it works better if I hold my hand at a certain angle, then the pen will just move a little bit better as well. There we go. Ooh, really pretty pink. I like that. That is stunning. That is a stunning color. I like that. I like that one a lot. I actually do not use a lot of pinks in my my pens, actually. This one is Abel and Miss Baker. So under here I will do the Miss Baker, and then on the new row I will do Abel. Would you like to see me open this? They do have a really cool bottle design. It also says like, hey, this is what you can do. This is what will work. This is the best course of action with all the items. At the end I will show a quick look of the whole box, so you can see what they look like. Okay, now we have Miss Baker. This should be a very pink color. And we're gonna go back and down a little bit. There you go. How this is more of a pink leaning to the red side, this one is more leaning to the blue, so the cold side. Here's Miss Baker. Pretty. Colorverse for the ones that I own so far are very well behaved inks. I haven't had any problems with them so far. Maybe that will still happen. I hope not, but I just think they're very well behaving. And usually the box art and stuff kind of shows you what a color will looks like. This looks like a pink. And it shows up like a pink, so that's alright. Now for the next one, Able, we are gonna go back to the top of the page. I'll take you with me. There we go. And I will swatch Able. Also, look at this artwork. The booklets also contain a little bit of the background information about, especially these ones from the Colorize Your World or Colorize Your, let me check again, Colorize Your Universe. These ones have all kinds of things containing the universe. Oh, nice green. Colorverse. Able. Oh, sorry about that. Gonna check if this will work. We just have the glare of the light. I think that works a little bit better. Let's do the swirls. No! Accidental droplet. Oops. No worry. Just gonna do it like this. And what I said before, swatching is your own way. Maybe you don't swatch at all, maybe you just write with your inks. Maybe you make whole artworks. All is fine. Just find a way that works for you, and maybe you don't find it at once. Maybe it takes a few tries. For me, this is really relaxing to do, so I just like to take my time. But over the times that I've done this, I really figured out a way to do this quite quickly. So if you're like, whoa, Zoibu, you're going so fast with the swatching. Yes, I can do it quite quickly now. I just like the way they look. Especially this one. The Valles Marineris. But it's Able. It was, it's a contender as well. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we have 2 more of the big boxes left. I will do this one last. So this time I'm gonna do matter and antimatter. You can see normally this is closed off, but now I can just open it for you. More items that you can use, also blotting paper, some other things that you can use. Is it even blotting paper? It is, you can do something with it basically. I'm sorry people from Colorverse, I just enjoy using inks. Again with the pretty bottles. Since this is the more greening leaning one, I will do it next to Able, and then we will do the antimatter one. So let's open it up. Placing it down. There we go. Oh, whoa! It looks way grayer than what I had expected from the label. Colorverse matter. Maybe this one will kind of change color as it dries up. Or not. But I like this color a lot. It is nice. It is calming. It looks very grey. I expected grey, but I don't know. I expected more green grey, but let's see what the antimatter looks like. This, if you see this label, it should be more bluish grey. Let's see if it is correct. Oh, sorry. We'll move you down a little bit. Since my stand is a little bit lower now, I sometimes hit the holder. So that's why it shakes. But I try to move around it now. Colorverse. Anti matter. I also try to kind of make the writing sample a little bit readable. But this is just my quick handwriting, so take that how you will. There we go. Dabbing it a little bit on my towel. And then in the water it goes. Kind of mixing it together. And then a little bit here as well. And that is antimatter. Ooh. Both two really pretty colors, I must say. I now just noticed. Sorry, I was cracking my knuckles. Yeah, that's the words. I have four more colors, but I only have 3 more places left. Oh well, I will just finish these, and then I will try and see what I will do with these ones. Maybe I will do them close to each other. Okay, for the final big box, we have 1 pigment ink and 1 non-pigment ink. We have Electron and Selectron. I will start with the Selectron. So this is the... Ooh, it's still okay. I will start with the pigment ink, the Selectron color. I will try and put the bottle closer to me so I don't bump the camera. This would be nice for using it as Electron. Using it as line art. It's really smooth. Do you see how dark that is? Damn. Goes really smoothly as well. I will get a reusable or a paper towel to clean it up. Because otherwise you will get it into the grooves. I hope I'm still in time, that it's not all dried up. Otherwise you can see that it doesn't really move that much when water is added. You can also see with permanent inks, you can see that kind of, how do you say, that separates a little bit because of the pigment particles. I hope I can still use the water that I just picked up. But we still have this one, Electron. Really getting that brush cleaned. That's a nice orange. That looks good. Colorverse. Electron. There we go. Almost like a peachy orange. Very summery color, I would say. And very pretty. I enjoy looking at this. Nice shade. Let me see. This is it diluted with water. Wow! That is stunning! That is a beautiful color. Also very bright. I think this is the brightest color of the bunch, especially if I compare it with all the other ones. Okay, and now for the box that I wanted to show you. Zoom out a little bit. This is what it looks like. So you get the bottles inside. Before you open it, it has this cap, so it protects the bottles from moving around. Then you have this insert that you are able to get out, but you don't really have to because it keeps the inks in there securely. So it's quite a hefty packaging, I would say. What does it say? Do not use it for purposes other than writing. Ink dries quickly. Always close the cap after use. Store out of reach of children. Do not eat. If case of eye contact or ingestion, immediately clean with water and seek a doctor. Removing ink from textile is difficult. Take caution when used. Ink may drip if rubber packaging is loose. In such case, properly place the rubber packing and close the cap. Makes sense, right? Then on the side you can see what it contains. 2 bottles. Made in Korea with the links. This is the bottom of a packaging. Can we read it? There you can see. These are the ink colors used if you ever needed to print something. And I believe all of those boxes from this specific line kind of have the same box, but have a different sticker and probably a different QR sticker here on top. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And this one here, it also mentions it is a pigment color or pigment ink. Okay, for the last 2 bottles, these are from a different line. It also says like, hey, a little bit of caution. Be careful with it. This is a different line. You can see it's cardboard, also the same sticker. These have different illustrations, so that's cool. So this one, as it said, under shade, and this one, coffee break. It's really fun to see how these look. And if you want to see the bottle, of course you want to see the bottle. Let me open it. By the other one, I accidentally broke this tab. So I will just show you here. This comes with a bottle with a sticker on it. This one says coffee break. You can see that is just stuck on top by a human, I feel like. And also with the same thing, it has a little holder so it doesn't move too much. I can also not really get it off unless I screw open the top. There's also a few more things in here. It has a little sticker sheet so you can collect them all. And it says the ones that are in the specific set. So you can see I have these 4 now. And this is the full illustration. Pretty cute. So you can see all these are part of a packaging. So if you would have all of them, they would match together. So yeah, let's swatch the final 2. You probably see that something has happened here. I just dropped my whole water bottle, or at least half of it, on my keyboard. So my keyboard survived, or at least it still works for now. But yeah, I do this all on my normal desk. So yeah, this happened. So I hope you saw the little bit before of the stream, so you know what this color looks like. But now you can see it has a beautiful stain of the thing on top. Basically what I want to do is I want to put these 2 close together, so I'll probably put one of these under each other. I will do the brown first, the brown swatch. This one is quite difficult to open. Here you go, put the bottle under here. At least it gives a nice artistic effect, you know? Even me making a YouTube video still makes a mistake every now and then, so don't feel bad if it happens to you. You can always swatch another page. Do I feel like swatching a whole nother page? No, not really, but you can. This is Colorverse. Coffee break. It is a nice brown. I will tell you that. Nice and readable. Works well. Just like all the other Colorverse inks I've tested so far. So far, have been really nice to work with. So this was really nice. Getting a bit of water to swatch it out. Yeah, that's nice. That is a nice brown. I will tell you that. Coffee break. You can see how much different these look, because that looks a way more saturated brown. But you don't hear me complaining. It's pretty. Okay. I will redo the Hubble Zoom, so this one on this side, and I will add the under the shade ink. So let's do that, shall we? I'll start at the bottom, because I feel like it. I just want to start there. I cleaned my brush, so we are all ready. Colorverse under the shade. There we go. I feel like this is a gray that would make most people happy. Feel like you can't go wrong with a nice gray. And this is one of them. A little bit of water. There we go. Nice. And one more time the Hubble Zoom to make up for it. So let's do that, shall we? Because mistakes can happen, and don't feel bad about them. Or do, but also know that you can fix it again. There we go. At least I didn't drop an ink bottle. Could always be worse, you know. You know, water on your keyboard can happen, but it happened to me more than once. So I know that's not a good thing that it happened more than once, but at least I don't have an expensive keyboard. Okay, these are all the colors. I will wait for this to dry, and then I will give you the final overview of all these Colorverse inks. Okay, so all the colors are dried now, so I will just show you all of them while we do a little bit more of a close-up. At the top row we have Colorverse Able and Colorverse Sea of Tranquility. Very nice looking greens, both of them. I think this is one of my more favorite ones, because it is more muted but still very pretty, still very green or blue leaning. Just a very nice color to look at. This one has some shading, as you can see. Shading is basically when you have darker parts and lighter parts in your writing. So it's not all the same everywhere. As you can see, most of these colors do that, so that's a good sign. I must say Dust Storm is quite readable, and you have some brown there. You can also see it there, but also just a nice looking yellow. I would say more of a mustard looking shade. Then we have the Colorverse Matter and Antimatter. I expected this to lean more green, but as you can see, this is a very nice looking gray. But you will see that this is a warmer gray compared to the under the shade color that I will show you in a little bit. Very pretty, muted purple, or just a light grayish purple color. Very nice to look at. Then we have Valles Marineris right here. You see a bunch of hair happening. Basically, it is a brown or a dark yellow. But you can see green in there, pink in there. Here you can see the water splotch also happened a little bit. But there's a lot of things going on. I look forward to see this in a pen and see how much you can see of all those different parts. But I think you will mostly get just a brown. I will skip this for later. We will go to see Europa. And I will move you down a little bit. A really soft looking pink. I like this. Still readable. As you can see, this is more leaning into the more red color. While this Miss Baker is a little bit more to the purple. So this is more cool toned. While this one is more warm leaning. Still two very pretty colors. Here the only pigment ink. You can see this dried up quite quickly. And then the pigments or the pigments itself wanted to separate. So this didn't really want to budge. So just like most pigment inks, like all pigment inks basically, this is waterproof. So if it dries up, you can go over it with a brush. Do I have a brush here? Yes, I do. Let me get a little bit of water. Was there still? Okay, wait a minute. What was on this brush? Okay, let me check. As you can see, it doesn't really have to budge a lot. So most of your pigments will still stay there. Oh my god. Okay, there it went. Basically, most pigment inks will not really budge a lot. Maybe this still needed a little bit of time to fully dry. Maybe after a day this will not budge anymore. Ignore this bright yellow streak there. You probably can ignore it, but here you can see sometimes I make way more mistakes than other times, and this is a time that I make more. So enjoy. It's a nice color combo, I guess. Then we have the Electron. I would say more of a very nice looking orange color, very pleasing to the eyes. I think most people would like this orange. Looks good both in mass tone, so the full color, like there, the most saturated color, but also here when it's added with water. And then we have Coffee Break, just a nice little brown. I do like the color, it works really well. Then we have, oh, I need to move the booklet. Then we have the Hubble Zoom, and then noch the Colorverse Under the Shade. Both pretty colors. I would say this one will be pleasing for almost everyone. And this is also a very good readable Bordeaux reddish color that will probably please a lot of people. And if we compare the whole page, you can truly see how different all these grays look. So you can see more purple, more gray, more blue leaning, basically. So this would be, I thought this would be more, it really depends on what you think is more gray. What do you think? What is the most gray color here in the selection? Would it be Under the Shade or would it be Colorverse Matter? I'm really intrigued to know what you think. But yeah, this is my collection of Colorverse inks. This is the bottle size. So you can see these came in a set and then the smaller bottles were 30 milliliters. I think they all look very cool. Glass bottles work well. Overall, very well behaved inks. And I'm just really looking forward on what you think. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Until next time. Bye bye. My name is Zoibu. I hope to see you next time in another page of my sketchbook. The last couple of times it's really been a lot of inks, but maybe watercolors and other things are also joining the roster. As you saw on this episode or on this sketchbook page, accidents happen, and that's okay. But you know, I move 1 or 2 pages and it will be all gone and we will never see it again. Or you will do. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, if you watch till the end, please do do a green heart emoji. I think that is a good one. And let me know what color you like the best. Okay, bye. Bye.